Hi ladies, welcome back to another Femininity Quickie. I'm Dr. Christina and your femininity coach from Los Angeles. I talk all things sex and dating for ambitious women, female entrepreneurs and executives in their 40s. So if you have success and an incredible life that you've created, but no man, let's gonna talk. And my series is exactly what you need. So yeah, let's get juicy and turned on today. So today I would want to talk about one or actually two reasons that I figured over the last years and with like tons of clients that actually keep them single. And the thing is, they don't know what they want, first, and second, they don't know how to approach dating their unique way. Let's talk about it. So what I mean by that is like, what do you want, right? It's not only, hey, do I want to have a casual relationship? Do I want to get married? Do I want to have kids? It's also about, what do you want from a man? How do you want him to be, right? And how do you want him to be in the relationship with you, for example? And how do you want him to make you feel? Right? And also, what do you give, right? What do you give to him? What do you give in the relationship? Let's be very detailed. We just think about, yeah, it would be great to have a man, or now I'm traveling on my own, or now I have a struggle with my work. I feel lonely, you know, I've created an incredible empire, like even my home, my luxury home, I feel so good, but I come home and I'm alone, I need a man. I agree, I need a man too. And I also want to have great sex, you know what I mean? I also miss the physical component, I miss holding hands, I miss traveling, you know, a lot of things that I miss and crave, and I'm pretty much needy. However, in the beginning, I was also not thinking about like how, in detail, how does it work? Let's say, how would that be when we have an argument? Or how would that be when we meet our families? Or how would that be when we decide to travel? Like, who's making the plans, or like, where do we want to go? Do we even want to go to the same countries? Or do we even have the same style, right? Or do we have the same expectations regarding creating our own family? Do we both want to have kids? Or do we also both want to have a dog, right? So what is it? And then I realized, okay, I have to be, and we all have to be more delusional about what we want, and we have to think about that in detail. And we also have to be aware of that a relationship is work, and that we also have this natural ability and curiosity to get to know this person. Let's say we're on a first date, right? Of course, maybe we think like, oh, this is like my type, or like he has good values, or he wants to have a family in the next year. Great, but there's so much more to that. Is he able to do the work? Is he able to satisfy my needs? And that's the thing, like, what are my needs, right? What do I want from a man? What's the relationship like? What's the connection like? And yeah, the women I work with, they have to go very deep at that point, right? Pull out a piece of paper and write everything down. Like, be delusional, as if you would bake this man, as if you, the moment you write that down, create this man out of nothing, right? How does he look like? How tall is he? I mean, visuals are great, but that's just one part of it, right? Because when you're out there in the dating jungle in LA or wherever, you need to spot him. So that's perfect. You need to write down how you want him to look like, right? So you know, I like guys from the Middle East. So he looks like a man from the Middle East, right? He has brown eyes. He's that size tall, right? He speaks those different languages, and he smells like that. His voice is deep, right? He has an incredible style. He loves black, you know what I mean? He drives a nice car. I mean, I love convertibles. I don't know if I want him to drive convertibles. I don't know if I have this on my list. But you know what I mean. What car is he driving? What perfume is he wearing? oof, you can go very detailed. That's your dream man. And also, how is he showing up? What is his lifestyle like? Does he has many friends? Does he has a big family? Right? What's his job? What's his plan for the next 5 years? In which bars and restaurants is he usually hanging out? What kind of music does he like? Right? That's the personality you're creating. What are his values? What can he actually, what is this man bringing to the table? Your dream man. And then you know, right? Coming from that fact, I know how he is. Like, picture that, my dream man from the Middle East, right? I'm already getting turned on by just thinking about my dream man, but you know what I mean. So I have this dream man now, right? So on the next date I'm going, obviously I'm only accepting invites from men from the Middle East, right? And I'm accepting only invites from men who show me a certain kind of behavior, because it's written there. This is my standard, right? I also want to have a man who's trained, right? So I'm only accepting invites from guys who know they go to the gym, right? And yeah, if I love food, right? Like food experiences and travels, and that's on my fucking list. And if someone would tell me, yeah, Christina, I'm not so into travels, it's not a priority, no, I'm not gonna date you. That's also a thing, because on my list are the things I also love to talk about, right? My dating stories, my travel stories, being a dating coach in some way, or like, let's say, I don't like the word, so let's say, not dating coach, but the femininity and sex coaching. So I put that on the list too, right? So that he's intrigued to learn more about sex, and he's intrigued to learn more about how to be more masculine maybe, right? And how to treat a feminine woman the right way. And if this guy is, you know, I invested also so much into my mindset, right? And if there would be a guy who's not interested in mindset work and personal growth, right? In learning about things, that's also a no, but it comes from my list. And that's powerful. Why this list is so powerful? Because it creates your boundaries and your standards. And as I said, this is the first part. You have to know what you want. The moment you write that down, you create your boundaries and your standards, and you go for that, right? You maintain it. Okay, number one. And number two is, as I said, so many women don't know how to approach dating their way. I mean, we all talk about like, yeah, you have to be on dating apps, and there are like 5 different ones, 6 different ones, 7 different ones. There's a new one, maybe there's a better chance, maybe you get the paid subscription, there's more chances, whatever. Or you have to optimize your profile, whatever, right? But is this really the way you like dating? Do you like personally texting people? Do you like, you know, being very passive behind the phone? Is this something you like? Okay, just go for it. But I just want that you gain the awareness of how do you personally love dating. I give you this example because I'm not on dating apps. For me, a man, you know, my man from the Middle East, he's gonna approach me in my favorite restaurant because it's his favorite restaurant as well. I want him to have the balls, right, to reach out to me, to approach me, to talk to me in real life. That's the man I want. And the moment I wrote that down and I knew it, it was like, okay, my dating approach has to happen in real life. What this means, I'm just enjoying my life because I know in my favorite restaurants, I love going to the beach, I love go hiking. For you guys, the Rankin Canyon in LA, I'm gonna be there literally every single day. So you know, right? These are the places I feel the best, right? I feel, oh my God, I'm thriving. I have this high vibe, this great energy. And this is the moment when I could meet him because I feel the best, right? And I don't feel like shitty at 11 p.m., like, you know, no makeup, lying in bed, like about to pass out and then to swipe. This is not my way, you know? So I highly encourage you to think about the moments where you personally feel like this is my high vibrational moment. This is the moment when I feel the best about myself. If someone would talk to me in that very moment, I would be such a great dating partner, right? So I have like one client, for example, she loves going to baseball games. So when she's in the stadium, and picture that, there are like thousands of men, right? And she's sitting in that stadium, and that's the high vibe, the energy. She feels the best. And she was also like, no, I cannot be on dating apps anymore. This drains me. This is not me, right? I'm out there and I love the stadium. And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you're going to meet this man there. Just have your eyes open, right? Just be your wonderful self. And yeah, you know, that's the tip number 2. Just find your unique way of dating. And even when someone asks you out, let's say you don't like a first date in a restaurant because you feel like eating in front of each other, this is not for me, fair enough. But I highly suggest you to suggest something different then. Let's say you want to go for a walk on the beach. You should say, hey, you know, I appreciate that, but I feel a little bit uncomfortable in the, you know, typical restaurant dating situation. Can we just go to the beach and have a walk and talk, you know? And this is like something you feel much better in those moments, right? On the walk, on the beach, nature, fresh air, you know? And then you will be your best self anyways. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. Like, just go to the places you love. Let's go to the places you're thriving the most. And this is your unique dating profile. This is the way you approach dating, the way you love dating. Think about that. Is it online, offline? Which places? Daytime, nighttime, early morning, late at night? When is the moment you feel the best? When is the moment? Is it during the week or on the weekends? Is it on a vacation? Is it out in nature? Is it in downtown? Where is it, right? Think about that and create your unique dating profile and a unique way of approaching it, right? So as I said, first of all, get to know what you want in a man, on yourself, in a relationship, whatever. Be very detailed, write that down. Create your standards and boundaries. Number 2, create your unique dating profile. Like, where, when, what is it? When do I feel the best? And then direct the date to those situations. All right, ladies, I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments. I would also want to let you know, what is your dating profile? When is the moment when you feel the very best? Drop that in the comments. I'm curious to hear it, or send me a DM on Instagram at I am Dr. Christina, whatever feels good for you. And I see you next time to the next Femininity Quickie.